just gonna take it right out of the pan and just pop it right in the middle there. And it's looking fantastic. Hey guys, it's the Keto King here. And today we're gonna be making bacon wrapped cod with creamed spinach. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing down below so you don't miss any new awesome keto recipes just like this one. This bacon wrapped cod with creamed spinach keto recipe is really easy to make. It's a keto recipe that will definitely impress your friends. It tastes absolutely delicious. It's a wonderful mix of flavors. Let's get to this keto recipe. The ingredients you need to make this bacon wrapped cod with creamed spinach is some bacon, some cod, or any fish of your choice. I'm just using cod here today. You're gonna need some butter, some shallots, cream, some baby spinach, and then you're gonna need a few spices, and we've got some olive oil here, garlic, which is optional, salt and pepper, and some toothpicks. That's about it, guys. Let's get to this awesome keto recipe. So we're gonna start by preparing the bacon wrapped cod first. So grab yourself your fish of choice. Again, as I said, I'm using cod here. This is a fresh cod fillet. Now you can use frozen. I've done this with the frozen portions and it works just fine. I'm just using this fresh cod because, hey, fresh is always good. And secondly, this is a nice, really thick piece of cod and I want to get that beautiful, juicy piece of fish. Then you're going to grab yourself some bacon as well. Now I got this bacon from truelocal.ca. I'll put some links down below if you want to look into getting connected with TrueLocal and getting some of these wonderfully fresh, antibiotic and hormone-free and locally sourced meats. So check that out down below. I mean, just take a look at the magnificence of this bacon. It's beautiful, thick pieces. This is pepper crusted bacon here. So if you can find nice thick bacon like this, I think it'll really enhance the recipe. But again, if you just have your regular bacon that you use and it's that thinner one, again, that's fine. You're just gonna have to vary the cooking times of this keto recipe. Okay, so I grabbed my fresh cod here. Now, you should be cutting pieces or getting pieces approximately 5 or 6 ounces in size. Again, it doesn't really matter if you can't get the exact same size as that I am doing here, but again, it's just gonna vary the cooking times. And even if you do get a 5-ounce piece of fish, just like me, yours may be thinner, or maybe it's even thicker. And again, that's gonna vary the cooking time. So you're gonna have to judge for yourself. So for me, I've just cut these into 2 beautiful pieces. This one's probably closer to 6 ounces, and this one's probably around about 5 or so ounces of some beautiful fresh fish. Okay, and before we wrap on this beautiful bacon, you're gonna need to just lightly spice your fish with some salt and pepper. I'm using some pink Himalayan salt and obviously some black pepper. I'm not gonna go too heavily on the black pepper because the bacon that I'm using has pepper edges on it. So obviously you don't wanna overwhelm it with a pepper flavor. So grab yourself 2 pieces of bacon and you're gonna wrap each piece of fish with 2 pieces of this bacon. So just gently pick up the fish, wrap it around as best as you can, and then use your toothpick and you're just going to pop the toothpick in to obviously keep that bacon in place. So, and then repeat with bacon piece number 2. Okay, and that's how it should look. Your fish should be almost fully covered by the bacon, just with the edges or the corners sticking out. So let's repeat this for fish piece number 2. Just pop the toothpick right in where the bacon is joined and push it all the way through. And there we go. Looking amazing already, right? And then we're going to move over to the stove where we're going to start the creamed spinach portion of this keto recipe. But you should preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit now. Grab yourself a pot or a pan and put it on a medium-high heat. Then what you're going to do is add in half to 1 scallion. Now this is what a scallion looks like if you don't know. Really just looks like a baby onion. Then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of butter. Just pop that into your pan. Let that melt at the bottom. Then I'm going to add in half a scallion, which has been minced up, which is really just cut up nice and fine. Try and get it as even as possible. It looks a little something like this. And now if you wanted to, this would be the time where you would add some minced garlic to this recipe. Now, I'm not gonna do this because I'm not a fan of garlic. Yes, that's right, I don't like garlic. I know, shoot me, right? But I'm not gonna add it, but you can absolutely add it. I'd add about half a clove of garlic in here if that's your thing. And you're gonna let that cook for around 2 minutes. Now, you don't want it to be too hot because you don't want it to start going black or brown. That's gonna discolor the sauce. So that looks about good for me after around 2 minutes on a medium-high heat. Then you're gonna grab some cream, some heavy cream, some whipping cream, and you're gonna add 2/3 of a cup of this cream directly to the pan. Give that a little stir, and then you're gonna let this reduce for about 5 minutes or so, but really you want it to reduce about in half. So you wanna see half the volume of what you started with. That's when it should be good. So put that on a medium-high heat to get that going so it can actually reduce. And while this is reducing, we can move over to continue with our bacon wrapped cod. And you want to just keep an eye on this cream because you don't want it to be vigorously boiling. You just want it to be bubbling enough that it can actually reduce and that it reduces in volume. So just keep an eye on it. You don't want it to go crazy with the bubbling. Okay, now moving over to a pan. You need to get an oven-proof pan here. Put it on a medium to medium-high heat. You want to put in 2 teaspoons worth of olive oil into the pan and spread that around. While it's heating up, you want to make sure that the toothpicks aren't jutting out on any side. Because we're going to fry this in the pan, you don't want this obstructing the bacon, getting a beautiful golden crisp on it. So just grab a pair of scissors and cut off the toothpicks so they're pretty flat to the ground or to the surface of the fish. Okay, so this is looking hot enough. So then we're just going to place our beautiful bacon wrapped cod directly in the pan. And we're going to cook this for about 4 minutes on each side, really until the bacon on the outside's got a beautiful color to it. All right, and just look how good this is looking. I've already flipped one of these guys over. Let's do the next one. All right. Now you've got some beautiful color on this bacon here. That's of course what you want. You want the bacon nice and crispy. If your bacon does seem like it's starting to come off, you can simply just grab some more toothpicks, slide them through. And again, grab your scissors and cut them off. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that for another 4 minutes on the other side. Here's a better look at the bacon, looking absolutely delicious. All right, and while that fish is cooking in the background, this sauce here is definitely reduced, you can see. So it's thickened up. You can reduce it as much as you want. If you want more of a thicker sauce at the bottom, then reduce it significantly. If you want it a little bit more liquid, then reduce it less. But this looks fantastic to me, and man, the taste of this, oh, those shallots give it such an amazing flavor. I can't even describe it. And you're going to add in approximately 1.5 cups of baby spinach here. Okay, no need to get crazy on the actual amounts. And then you're going to cook this for a few more minutes until this baby spinach wilts. And it wilts pretty quickly, so just keep an eye on it. Keep the heat on a medium heat. All right, and this fish looks great to me now. Got the same color on the bottom side of this fish. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop it in our preheated oven, which is already on 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're going to put it directly in the oven, just like this, for 6 to 8 minutes. And this cream spinach looks amazing to me. Now you can see it's wilted down significantly. Still not too small. You don't want it to just wilt into absolutely nothing. But that looks amazing for me. But I can tell you the flavor, is unreal. So I'm going to take this off the heat and just wait for that fish to finish in the oven. All right, and then we're going to grab this out of the oven. It's been around 6 to 8 minutes, and it's looking fantastic. Grab yourself a plate, and you're going to grab your cream spinach and pop that on your plate down in the middle. Okay, now this cream spinach admittedly is a bit overdone. It was difficult with the timing of the filming and the fish and the cream spinach and getting everything warm and hot on a plate. Now I definitely reduced this too much because now I've used all of this cream spinach on just one. So I recommend doubling the ingredients for the cream spinach or just reducing it for less. Okay, but in any event, we're going to put the cream spinach down here. And then you're going to grab your fish over here. You're just going to take it right out of the pan and just pop it right in the middle there. And you end up with a keto bacon wrapped cod with cream spinach like this. If If you enjoyed this keto recipe, please smash that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss awesome keto recipes just like this one. And I always forget to tell people, look in the description box below. There's always a full ingredients list with quantities of ingredients and macros in there. So don't forget to look there. If you don't know where the description box is, shoot me a message in the comments and I'll help you find it. Thanks for watching, guys. And of course, keep it keto.